Today's episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Lucha Libre. Grab your mask and get directly into the ring with the heroes of Lucha Libre and JackThreads. Get your clothes on. Woohoo! Today on Film Riot, we finish up our talk on pre-production.
In the beginning, Adam bites the apple. In 1903, the first narrative film is made. In 93, Spielberg says F you to evolution. And in 2009, Film Riot is released to the world.
Want to be a filmmaker? Well, so do I. Let's figure it out. We're going to be following Trying Films from pre to post-production as we make our latest short film, Tell. Along the way, we're going to be showing you how to accomplish great effects with little to no budget. And every now and again, we'll be jumping over to Full Sail University to get you advice from the pros.
So grab some popcorn and get comfortable. This is Film Riot. Welcome to Film Riot, the show that takes the mystery out of the effects and techniques to go into some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley. Now last week we covered the first half of my pre-pro process, and this week we're going to be covering the second half. Thanks to this email here. Hey Ryan, I know you're going to be making your short film soon. Could you show your pre-production process? This is the one I know the least about. Eric. Awesome! Yes! You can do this! Get excited! Get out of debt! Buy a house! Wipe yourself up! Do you feel motivated? Good. So, what have we covered so far on our list? Let's take a look. Script, done. Budget, done. Script breakdown, done. Casting, done. Now that I have all that done, the next thing I'm gonna knock out are my storyboards. Now to do storyboards, you don't need to know how to draw or know someone who does. Although that would be helpful, it's not a must. I'm personally not very good at drawing, so for people like me, another option could be to get some friends together to use as stand-ins and use pictures as your storyboards. This would be a quick and easy way to knock out some storyboards that got your ideas across really well. However, there is another option, which is the one I went with, but it's a bit more expensive, and that's by using a program called FrameForge, which you can find on their website at frameforge3d.com. I really love using this program because you can experiment with shots before you ever get on set. First, you build your set in 3D, which is super easy to do. Then you pick and customize your actors to place in this 3D space, and then use camera controls to move your camera around in 3D space to frame your shots. What you end up with is a really fleshed out version of your ideas for everyone to see and help you lock in what you want that much more. Of course, the program has other stuff like camera plots and all sorts of other data that you can add in there, but the main function of creating a storyboard is what I love the most. I actually realized that my plan for the opening scene wasn't going to work by doing my storyboards this way. Now that's not to say that the other methods wouldn't yield similar results, they would, I just prefer this software. But don't get discouraged if none of the above is available to you. If you have to, you can get by just doing stick figures and a lot of descriptions. Now if you're going the route of drawing or using photos for your storyboard, you're going to need a form for that, which will have a box with the aspect ratio you're shooting in and a place for the description of your shot. You don't have that form? Well, that's okay, because we love you and we uploaded it for you to download for freezies. So download and storyboard your little heart out. Josh is having a coughing fit behind the camera while I'm trying to talk. You okay?
I think I'm good.
You okay?
I'm good.
You good? Can we continue the show?
Yeah.
You need a cough drop?
That'd be helpful.
You need a cough? I'm gonna get you a cough drop. Time for a sponsor. Grab your mask and get directly into the ring with the heroes of Lucha Libre. Heroes del Ring gives you an authentic bilingual gaming experience that mimics move for move the brutal strength and gravity-defying acrobatics of the real-life Lucha Libre. Players can create their own luchador identities, customizing outfits, masks, makeup, and tattoos, even choreographing their own moves to perfect their personalized fighting techniques. I defy you to tell me that's not awesome. Start following the game today by becoming a fan on Facebook or follow them on Twitter for the latest news and video updates. Pre-order by October 12th and receive an authentic AAA licensed lucha mask to wear at work, at play, or wherever you want. Because remember, it's not just wrestling, it's Lucha Libre. Logo. Now that the storyboard's done, it's time to create a shot list, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a list of all the shots you just created on the storyboard, except now you're going to give them all names. So if you've ever seen a camera slate, you'll notice that they'll start with something like 1A, take 1. That 1A is actually the name of the shot, which means scene 1, shot A. So each shot is going to be named starting with a number and then a letter following that. The number represents the scene that you're shooting and the letter the shot. So it's gonna be scene 1A, 1B, 1C, and so on. If you go past 1Z, then you're gonna go to shot 1AA, 1AB, 1AC, and you get the point. Now that we have our storyboard and shot list complete, we're gonna line the script. This is gonna become the blueprint for what span of time each shot will cover. For instance, if you had one shot that you only wanted to cover 2 lines of dialogue, you could visually plot that when you line the script. Let's take a look. So here I have the script from one of our sketches. The first thing I'm going to do is come to the top and signify which shot this line will represent. And this is placed where the shot begins, 1A. Now create a straight line through your script into the point that you want the shot to end and add a line. If the shot continues to the next page, use an arrow. The next thing you need to know is how to show when the shot is on the actor who is speaking, and that's by using something I like to call the actor who is speaking squiggly line. That's not the real name, but I think my version's better. So when the line that you're creating crosses the dialogue for the actor that this shot is looking at, have the line break up just like this. Squiggly, squiggly, squiggly. And it's as simple as that. And now that we have the script lined, it's time to move on to timing the script. By timing the script, you're gonna get a general idea of how long each shot will take. And all you need to do this is a stopwatch and the script. Read the script, dialogue, and action lines with the same pacing that you want the final scene to be. Then do this for each shot for the length of each shot. Then write that time next to the corresponding shot number on the shot list. So now once you've gone through the whole script and got all your timing done, you can make your shooting schedule. And for this, you're gonna use the shot list, which has all your timing, and the storyboard. The storyboard will show you the placement of your shots so you can plan the shooting schedule in an order that will take the best advantage of your time. Now that you have the order of your shots, you'll need to add production times. And to do that, you'll need to know how long it'll take to get each shot done. Now the way you're gonna calculate this is by taking the shot, the timing you did to see how long the shot would last, multiply that by 3 takes, then add time for setup and time in between shots, and you'll have your answer. So if your shot takes 2 minutes to shoot, you times that by 3 takes and you have 6 minutes, then about 20 minutes of setup, another 10 for padding in between takes, and you have 36 minutes, which I would then round up to 40. Mathematics. Huh? Now, if you put your shot list in the correct order, you're not gonna have to add setup time to each shot, since you will have put a lot of the shots together that use the same setup. And this is gonna save you a ton of time, and is the main reason we make a shot list and a shooting schedule. Da-da, da-da. Now, once you have that finished, learn it backwards and forwards, because everybody on set is gonna be looking to you for all the answers. So you need to know your film and the plan to make it better than anyone.
Time for a sponsor.
We all know that most of us guys hate shopping for clothes. You have to put down the gaming controller, shut the laptop, and leave the house. Then go to the store and search around for 1 or 2 things that don't suck. But luckily that era is over now that we have JackThreads. JackThreads is a members-only online shopping club that does all the dirty work for you and saves you a boatload of cash. Each day, JackThreads serves up the hottest new indie brands at huge discount prices. We're talking up to 80% off of what you would pay in store. What? And they've got amazing brands like Kid Robot, The Hundreds, and American Apparel for way less than you would find anywhere else. Now, JackThreads.com is a private club, but luckily, Film Riot has the hookup. To access these awesome deals, just go to JackThreads.com/FilmRiot and you can skip the waitlist and become a member right away. And the best part is it's totally free to join. So hit up JackThreads.com/FilmRiot and start saving up to 80% without ever having to leave the house. And that's it, which means there's only 1 episode left till our 1-month break. But don't forget you can follow me on Twitter to stay in touch at twitter.com/Ryan_Conley, or you can follow us on Facebook if that's what you prefer. And we have our YouTube page that you can subscribe to because we're going to be posting little things there during our October break. But I'll see you next Thursday for our season finale when we may or may not have a war scene. That's actually true for once. Hey. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off.
No, no,
Stop.
no,
It's the
no.
end of the episode.
I'm bored of this.
See you next week. Again.